everybody? I'm Ref from Fletcher Sports Zone, and welcome to preseason football between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys, and we are ready for kickoff right now. Hall of Fame game underway. Preseason officially starts today before we get to the real preseason games starting next week. And it is a touchback, and we will first see Mason Rudolph come into the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers in his third season. 5-4 with a 61.7 completion rate, 15 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. He was, of course, involved in that whole fiasco with Myles Garrett back in 2019. He was proven to be an okay-ish veteran. I mean, I don't know. He made a comment a couple weeks ago saying he believes he should be the starting quarterback in 2023, but I think a lot would argue, and I'm glitching, probably because I did the intro. I think I'll work a little bit better soon. Rudolph will fire over the middle to Deontay Johnson, gain of 6. And am I lagging? I'm not sure. I'm good now? Yeah, it looks like now I'm good. Good. Second down to 3 coming up. After the 7-yarder by Deontay Johnson. Now remember, I have not commentated a football game since the Bills-Chiefs AFC Championship. So if I'm a little bit rusty, hey, that's why we have the preseason games. Players can get in the groove, I can get in the groove. And here's Najee Harris, rookie at Alabama, with his quote-unquote first career carry. I mean, not really. Obviously, that's not going to count until the regular season. But theoretically speaking, Najee Harris. I'm getting N'Keal Harry and Najee Harris confused. How did that happen? We're up the middle for a gain of, it looks like, 6 yards. Not a bad start for the Steelers. Get a first down on their opening possession. Now here's Rudolph at the 38-yard line. They'll take the snap, play action into Harris. And wow, Rudolph took forever to get rid of it. He got hit hard. Here's Harris just pushing forward for a gain of 2 or 3. Rudolph took way too long to go to that football. I mean, for a 30-year veteran, should be taking much lower. All right, hold on. Oh, I am. Hold on, give me a second. I know I'm glitching a little bit. Second down 7 now. And a little end around, Ray McLeod, and he gets 2 yards for getting pushed out of bounds. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I was on the Wi-Fi. So glitchy, I don't know what to tell you. So it's third down and 5 for Pittsburgh. Rudolph will take the snap and he'll throw to the right. That's caught. Chase Claypool on the reception. And there's the second-year receiver making a good grab there. Take a look here again on the sideline. Nice little move to beat out the cornerback. Number 30. Of course, we got to get used to all these New Jersey numbers. 30 is Anthony Brown. Yeah, I think he's coming over from the Jets. I know the Cowboys acquired him a couple weeks ago. Actually, they're gonna put Claypool in motion. They botched the end around, and the Cowboys will get the fumble recovery. All right, so Dallas got it. And if the glitch isn't fixed, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's StreamYard. I know on my Wi-Fi, I'm fine. So that's StreamYard. if it's making me lag. I don't know. But Dallas gets a turnover on the opening possession off a bush end around to Claypool. All right. Hold on. I got the commercial. We can figure this out. Okay. My screen went black. And I know that, but is that better? I don't know. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I got better. Hopefully it did. Okay. It's not better. No? Okay. Okay, is this better? We are back, and Garrett Gilbert completed a 15-yard pass to Dalton Schultz. We only missed one play, which was good. It was on commercial break. Well, switch computers, so hopefully now it'll work a little bit better. Here's a handoff. Up the middle it goes to Tony Pollard up to the 27. There we go. And now I can use my other computer for research. So all is good. Yeah, let's take a look at Dak Prescott. Of course, scored 32.6 points per game, about 488 yards a game. Obviously, he had that gruesome leg injury, which sidelined him for the remainder of the season. And obviously, Dallas wasn't the same with Andy Dalton, Ben DiNucci, and that man, Garrett Gilbert, who throws his first incompletion. His first completion went to Schultz, second target also to Schultz, that time incomplete, third and four coming up. And Gilbert won a Super Bowl ring with the New England Patriots. Yes, he was on the Super Bowl 51 roster. You learn something new every day. And on top of that, he was also a member of the AAF. He was probably the best quarterback in that league with the Orlando Apollos. So 3rd down and 4 here for Garrett Gilbert. I believe his rookie year was 2016. Throws, caught at the 20, and still powering his way. Not a bad catch at all. Noah Brown on the reception. And yeah, good throw by Gilbert. He begins 2 for 3. Okay. So now 1st and 10. Gilbert 2 for 3 and a 6-yard run for Pollard. Now he'll get another handoff and he will power his way for a gain of about 2. Pollard last season really filled in nicely for Ezekiel Elliott. He's a rookie out of the 2019 class. And he's had a very stellar and honestly kind of underrated first 2 years in the NFL. 24 years old. He already has 890 career rushing yards with 6 touchdowns and just 187 attempts, which really, if he was a starter, he began about double the amount of yardage and stuff. So good for him as Gilbert throws way off the mark and incomplete. I don't even know who that. We're back. And now it looks like it'll be 3rd down and 7. Don't worry, I'm not losing internet. That black screen for a second, that was me. 3rd down and 7. Gilbert, 2 for 4, 22 yards. Gilbert at the 17-yard line. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Gilbert will step back under pressure, throws down the middle. It's caught down to the 5. 1st and goal for Dallas, and that is the running back, Rico Dowd. I think he is also entering into his 3rd season. Or actually, no, I guess he was a rookie last year. Only had 7 rushes for 24 yards, not a whole lot. Of course, Cowboys with a new revamped offensive line again. Zach Martin back for the whole year. Same thing with Tyrone Smith in their left guard. Brendan Jones, the only one inactive tonight, according to my roster. Here's the rush and a gain of 2 for Dowd. And it will be 2nd down and goal. Gilbert, 3 for 5 for 34. Now they'll substitute backup running back. And, of course, in the preseason, you got to fight for these roster spots. Every game counts for these guys. And now here's Garrett Gilbert on 2nd and goal. Same thing for Gilbert. I've heard he's done well in training camp, but you need an experienced backup. And Gilbert, who has the years under his belt, let's see if he has the talent. Now on 2nd and goal, that's not showing it. Takes a huge sack, and it's going to be a half sack. On the sack, that is number 56, Alex Highsmith, the outside linebacker. I believe another one who's entering into his 2nd season. And yes, he is. Alex Highsmith last season had 2 sacks and 30 tackles. He gets a half sack there. Well, primarily the lone one, but joining at the last second was one of the players on the defensive line. So now it'll be 3rd down and goal. Here's Gilbert at the 11. 3 seconds to go in the play clock. Now down to 1. Gilbert takes a snap. Whoa, runs away from pressure. Throws on the run and nearly intercepted. That was a dangerous throw. Nearly getting the pick was the free safety, Trey Norfolwood. And it will now be 4th and goal, and we'll get to presumably see a Cowboy field goal. I don't know. Maybe they go for it in the preseason. But, Gilbert running around, a dangerous throw for sure. The intended man was Malik Turner, a former Seahawk. And, they will bring out the kicking unit. This is Hunter Niswander. 29-yard attempt, his first attempt, and it's not a pretty kick, but it's good nonetheless. 6:57 to go. Both teams have had a possession, and it's the Cowboys ahead in the Hall of Fame game here at Canton, Ohio. 3-0 Dallas. Heading to commercial break, and then, currently Greg Zerline is on the reserved, so Niswander is going to have to really step it up in his next kick and for the remainder of this preseason, or else I don't know what to tell you. That was not the best field goal in the world, but he does get on the board, and so it is now 3-0 Cowboys. And so I'd imagine we'll get to see Mason Rudolph in the second second Steelers draft coming up. Let's see Alex Highsmith get a half sack there. 102nd overall pick out of the 2020 draft. And take a look at the MLB scores while we're here in commercial break. A lot of games have already concluded today. The Marlins beat the Mets 4-2. The Tigers beat the Red Sox 8-1. Angels beat the Rangers 5-0. The Rockies beat the Cubs 6-5. And the Giants beat the Diamondbacks 5-4 in the 10th inning. Phillies beat the Nationals 7-6. Wow. They were losing like 4-2 the last I checked. There you go. Currently, the Mariners are beating the Yankees 2-1 the bottom of the fourth. The Blue Jays beating the Indians 2-0 in the bottom of the fifth. The Reds beating the Pirates 7-0 in the top of the third. Royals beating the White Sox 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Wow. And the Twins and Astros are scoreless bottom of the first. And bottom of the first, Braves and Cardinals. That game currently scoreless as well. Now that the preseason is on, I think that's going to certainly limit my MLB broadcast. But I would imagine, I don't know how many preseason games we're going to get on Mondays and Tuesdays. So maybe I'll throw in like an MLB broadcast every Tuesday or something. And then obviously I'll commentate more MLB once the playoffs come around. But yes, 3-0 Cowboys as we are just heading out of commercial break. The second commercial break of the game. Let's take a look at John Stallworth. Let's take a look at a couple of Steelers legends here. Mel Blount, Franco Harris, the fullback from the 70s. Jerome Bettis, of course. The bust, Chuck Noll, good head coach. Terry Bradshaw, the best Steeler quarterback ever. That's right, I said it. Bradshaw over Roethlisberger. You heard it here first. Not much of a hot take in reality. And then there's Bill Cowher, who I think I mentioned in the stands. Kickoff by Niswander, and it'll be a touchback. And up to the 25 goes Pittsburgh off the touchback by Anthony McFarland Jr., rookie last year. He has certainly improved. And I think he's going to be, I think at least he should be the main running back for this preseason. The Steelers have also acquired Kalen Ballage. I mean, he's all right. He actually had an okay year with the Chargers last year. Another one is Tony Brooks-James. They just signed him like 2 days ago. Former Falcon. Jalen Samuels and Najee Harris and Benny Snell. Those are going to be the three, I would say, main Steeler running backs next year. And they're going to try Trey Edmonds at fullback. That'll be interesting. And here's a screen pass that's caught by Deontay Johnson, and he gets 12. Brought down the play by Micah Parsons. There you go, 9th overall pick. Getting the tackle there, but Rudolph is actually playing significantly well. Other than the botched end around, he has been playing very stellar. Currently, he is 4 for 4 for 33 yards. He's done well. 1st and 10 now for Pittsburgh. In shotgun formation, a little inside handoff to Harris, and he will bust forward for a gain of about 4 or 5. He'll get brought down at the 42. As we are now under 6 minutes to go in the first. Okay. Second down 5. 42-yard line. Under center is Rudolph. Handoff goes to Harris. He'll bounce it out to the right side, brought down by Parsons, and a gain of 7 and a first down for Pittsburgh. Not necessarily an awful run by Harris. Able to bounce out to the outside, show a tiny stiff arm. He was able to get more reps under his belt, which is certainly a good thing.
Harris, 43 catches, fourth most in college football last year, so he's a decent receiving back too, apparently. 7 seconds to go on the play clock. Here is Rudolph under center, 1st and 10. They fake it to Harris, throw to the left. That's caught, or rather right, as it is Chase Claypool. Gain of 7. He's the number 1 high school recruit in 2017. He went on to have the most rushing yards and TDs. And then was selected 24th overall by the Steelers. Of course, we're talking about Najee Harris. That's for Chase Claypool, since I really don't see him playing much after this first quarter. I guess I could kind of mention his stats as we are currently in the huddle. It was a gain of 6. Claypool last year, not bad for a rookie. 62 receptions, 873 yards, and 9 touchdowns. And that's just the regular season statistics. He played well in the wild card game against Cleveland as well, as Harris will put his shoulder down and pick up a yard. Made the all-rookie team last year to no one's surprise. And in the playoffs, I'll get to that when my computer loads. It is 3rd down and 3 coming up here for the Steelers. Rudolph in shotgun formation. Yeah, he had 5 catches for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's Claypool's playoff statistics. Rudolph throws off the hands of Claypool. Oh, and he gets decked afterwards. So I'm talking about, that was Thompson who delivered the hit. I'm talking about why Claypool should only have to play this first quarter because he played so well last year. A well-placed football by Mason Rudolph, and that is just a drop. And a heavy hit by Thompson afterwards. Woo! Laid the boom on that. Lowered the shoulder and targeted the stomach area. A hit that was well after the play. No call, and now we are going to have our first Steeler punt. It says on my roster the only punter they have is Jordan Berry, but I find that very hard to believe. A fair catch wasn't called, and we have a tackle at the 11-yard line. 3:44 to go in the first. And we'll see what happens with the Steelers. Yeah, I know. So my issue with the fantasy football thing is we are now officially in commercial break. So my thing with the fantasy football is that I got rid of Tua so I could get Matt Ryan or Baker Mayfield. And it said that would eventually become a transaction. I don't know. And again, I could care less about college football. So even if I don't have a quarterback, I really could care less. But I need one. So, I don't know. The whole team's a mess because I was busy the other night. I had to get it auto-drafted, and then I got Tua, and I'm like, all right. I'm going to go drop him for Matt Ryan and Baker Mayfield, and apparently that hasn't gone through, which is not good. If that's the case, I don't know. I haven't checked all day, but that would be stupid if I don't get him. Oh yeah, Mayfield. Okay. Well, then yeah, I guess we could sort of trade or something. I'd be down with that. Mayfield was a free agent, so I don't know if that means Matt Ryan's not a free agent anymore. I don't know, but it's whatever. Yeah, we could trade, I guess. Fantasy football, where you at? You at fantasy football? I'm trying to look at my phone now while we're in commercial break. Oh no, well I got Matt Ryan. Good. All right, well, this is good. I have Matt Ryan, so I don't know. Maybe I don't want Mayfield anymore. But we got Matt Ryan, so I theoretically have a quarterback. I need a backup, though, so we'll see. As I currently do an interview with Coach Bill Cowher in the crowd. We'll head out of commercial break, and is still 3-0 Dallas. Cowher, the second coach all time to lead a team to the postseason each of his first 6 seasons. The first, Paul Brown, when he did it with the Browns back in the 50s, 40s, 50s, I think 50s. Gilbert, play action, throw down the middle. Not a bad throw to the 32. That is caught by Cedric Wilson Jr. He's another one of those who's been on the Cowboys for a couple of years, but he I guess he changed his jersey number. I think that's so stupid. Everyone changed their jersey number now. So I'm like, you really had to kill a good thing. Like, I knew who you were, and now I have to look back at my roster because you changed your number on me. Gain of 2 on the run. That was Dowdle with another run. Gilbert, by the way, 4 for 7 for 55 yards. Second down and 7 for Gilbert. Put Noah Brown in motion. Once again on the play clock, Gilbert play action, dumps it over to the running back, did well. And he will run forward for a gain of 3. I think that'll count as a rush for Didwell because he was technically behind the line of scrimmage when he made the play. So, yeah. That's going to be a rush, although, of course, Gilbert threw. Third down 4. Here is Gilbert. An empty backfield. Pick the snap, steps back, throwing, caught. Wilson, first down. Gain of 8. All they needed was 4, and that was going to be a first down for Dallas, and they're moving down the field. I did predict that the Cowboys would win this game. I don't think I mentioned that yet, but I did mention that Dallas would be victorious tonight, although, again, it doesn't really mean anything. But hey, at least I'd theoretically be 1-0 in the prediction department if Dallas wins. Yeah, sure, I'll have Baker as my backup. He ain't a bad one. He ain't a bad backup to have. A loss of 2. That one is brought down by, I'm looking at the Cowboys roster. That was Isaiah Buggs. Oh, yeah, I've heard of him. Defensive tackle. I think he's in his 3rd year. I'm good. He's in his 3rd year. I knew it. Isaiah Briggs. 24 years old, only has 14 career tackles, yet to have a sack. And now it is second down and 12. Gilbert throws, dropped by Wilson. So third down coming up. That was okay coverage by number 20. Cameron Sutton. Oh, yeah, Cameron Sutton. 4th-year corner at Tennessee. I've really tried to improve this offseason about like learning what players went to college and like what year they were drafted in, like what overall and stuff. Like I know for a fact Cameron Sutton was drafted out of 2017. I forget the overall, but he was 2017 out of Tennessee. And now we have a third down 12. Gilbert throws down the middle. He bounces off a tackle and gets the first down. Not a bad play there by Sean McKeon. A tight end for the first down, able to make the catch, and then Reggie Gilbert whipped on the tackle, and so that's going to lead to a first down, and Gilbert goes no huddle as they will try to get one more play off in this first quarter. 2 seconds and 1, they don't get it off. Cowboys will get the ball at the 43-yard line as we head out to the second quarter. Dallas up 3-0 off a 26-yard field goal by Niswander here in the Hall of Fame game for 2021 preseason, coming back for the first time since August of 2019. We are now in commercial break. Let me change my banner to the second quarter. Okay. Actually, let me take care of something real quick. All right, we are back. And yes, this is a New York Giants shirt, but I'm not a fan of them, so I don't care. Boring commercial breaks. I'm just happy football's back. Like, I miss commentating football, like, a lot. Like, I miss watching it, commentating it, everything about football. I just miss it, man. Like, yeah, I watch a lot of reruns during the summer, but, like, watching reruns, I mean, to me, it's not boring, but, it can get boring, I guess. Like, I think it was a couple weeks ago, like, I was watching a Jets and Bills game from, like, 2012, and I'm like, it was Mark Sanchez against Ryan Fitzpatrick. So it was I was the first ever Bills Ryan Fitzpatrick game I ever rewatched, and he threw like 3 interceptions that game. It was horrible, but I'm just glad we can get some real football now. And obviously, regular season starting in 4 weeks. Remember, preseason Hall of Fame game, and then 3 weeks. Remember, they took off a week of the preseason to add in an extra week for the regular season, which means now an AFC team will face an extra NFC team, and now we have Peyton Manning joining the broadcast booth. Isn't Manning, didn't he get hired by ESPN? I think he and Eli both got hired by ESPN, so I'll actually be doing some Monday Night Football coverage next year if that's the case, which is pretty cool. Gilbert on the play action, he'll dump it over, and a gain of about 17, maybe more. A good catch by the fullback, Sio Ulua. Let me try that again. It's Olonla. Okay, Olonla. Don't worry. Once we get to the regular season, we'll be much better. I won't have as many names I'm confused about. And here's the handoff. And a gain of 9 yards to Dowdle. Okay, 2nd down and 1 coming up. And up goes to Didwell again. He powers forward for the first down. He got 2. Now we have a flag down. We get 1st and 10 off the penalty. All right. At the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. And the handoff goes to the tailback. And he doesn't go far. That's only a gain of 3 for Alunla. So Dallas, 2 possessions. They've gotten down inside the red zone both times. Garrett Gilbert has played significantly well. Not that Mason Rudolph's played awful, but Gilbert has definitely played well. And again, I would imagine we would see Ben DiNucci in the second half for the Cowboys and then Dwayne Haskins for the Steelers. That one's caught down to the 9-yard line. A good catch there by Malik Turner. I definitely see Turner and Wilson staying on the roster if we're talking about players that are kind of on the border staying on. I think guys like Oris Mitchell, Johnny Dixon, Reggie Davis, Noah Brown's another one I think could stay, but I think it's those 3 that I just mentioned. They're going to be fine for roster spots. I think that's the issue there. I mean, obviously it's Turner and Wilson, but I think they have been in the system for a couple of years now. They might stay on the practice squad. Or no, Turner was on the Seahawks for a little bit as well. They put Brown in motion. It is 3rd down and 3. Gilbert will step back, pump fake, steps up in the pocket, loses the football, ball's on the ground, and the Cowboys recover it. A lineman falls on top of it, as that is number 69, Brandon Knight, the tackle. No, I'm not making a joke. Stop. But yeah, Gilbert under pressure. That was a good play right there by the linebacker. Kenny Smarsh is his name. Good play regardless. Yeah, Cassis Marsh. Yep. And now the kick is blocked. Oh, no. 29-yard field goal attempt by Niswander is blocked. And it remains 3-0 Cowboys. All right. That ain't good. That's almost a death sentence for a kicker. If you get a kick block in the preseason, that is almost a death sentence. Like, you got to make every single field goal, and you got to make sure you hit every field goal from 50 yards out moving forward, Mr. Hunter Niswander. Woof. You got to hit those deep kicks now. Oh, my goodness. So that was Niswander. You better hope that you make the rest of those kicks, my man. All right. Now that I'm coming back to that Cassis March, the man who just forced the fumble moments ago, I just realized that he was the linebacker who said something stupid about Bill Belichick the other week. What was it? He was like, oh, the Patriots don't treat you fairly. Why? Because Bill Belichick is a successful NFL coach and he runs his players into the ground to win another Super Bowl. That's not bad. Why? Bill Belichick's more determined than other coaches? More determined than Mike Tomlin. I hate to say it. How long have the Steelers been playing down to their competition for? Exactly. Since 2016. Steelers have been awful since 2015. Like, I know they made the AFC Championship game in 2016, but they beat the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Like, and then, well, you know, they went to Foxborough and got destroyed by the Patriots. I'm not training Dalvin Cook. That was my running back. If I didn't get Derrick Henry, I wanted Dalvin Cook. No, he's staying put. You're gonna have to send me. You're going to have to do the fantasy football trade of the Redskins trading up to get Robert Griffin III. Which, by the way, we'll get to some RG3 news during halftime. He was in the news today. And we'll be recapping the sports news from the past couple of days. Pretty much NBA free agency and the news from, like, today. Rudolph 5 for 6 for 39 yards. And here's Claypool put in motion. Yeah, they gotta keep Claypool out there because of the drop probably. And Rudolph's gonna throw one into the Cowboys bench. Not even near his intended target. If he was in the pocket, I would be like, where is the intentional grounding? That's the other thing, too, because it's preseason. I get to be chill. Even if the referees miss a penalty, I'm going to be fine. The only thing I'm going to really harp on referees about in preseason games is if they miss blatant helmet-to-helmet hits. Other than that, I don't care. I'll just be like, well, that was a bad call, but at least it's preseason, so I'm not going to go crazy. Unlike if it was a regular season game or a playoff game, it would be like, what the heck, referees? Down to the 25, that is McFarland on the carry, or rather Harris. So you won't be getting any Bruins playoff-esque rage if referees miss something. But 3rd down and 4, Rudolph now 5 for 7 off the incompletion on 1st down. I want to see Harris's stats, but we'll get to that when we get to that. At the 26-yard line, it is 3rd down and 4. Harris split to the left. And Ray McLeod put in motion as well. McLeod, a former Bill and Panther. High snap for Rudolph, puts it down, lobs one up. Claypool makes the adjustment. A nice catch down to the, looks like 30. He made a nice catch, and now he's slow to get up. And this is what I mean by you shouldn't have let him play after the first quarter. And I'd be heavily shocked if he plays more after this. Pushes off the corner, makes a great adjustment, a nice diving catch, but now he could potentially be injured. The corner trying to cover was Nashawn Wright, and yeah, Claypool is slow to get up, and yeah, the doctors are currently tending to him. Oh no. If the Steelers, that is the Steelers' number 2 receiver right there, and if he goes down, I don't know, but we're going to head to commercial break. I'll give you guys an update the second I can. But yes, Claypool is down, and that is certainly not good. Well, again, it makes sense that they kept him in because he made that drop back in the first quarter. So it makes sense why Tomlin's like, all right, you have another drive to redeem yourself. I think you redeem yourself making an incredible catch that went for, it looked like 35 yards, looked like roughly. And just to injure yourself after making an incredible play, it's unfortunate. I know people are going to say, like, oh, it's preseason, but, and obviously Claypool, his roster spot is in no way of danger, but it's like, well, it's competition in these guys. Yeah, kickoff, the opening day kickoff of just a little over a month, September 9th. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Currently in the MLB world, the Yankees tied the Mariners at 2. Still 2-0 Blue Jays over the Indians. Still 7-0 Pirates over or 7-0 Reds over the Pirates, rather. Royals being the White Sox 2-1. Twins being the Astros 4-0 top of the third. And Braves and Cardinals 0-0. Now we take a look at the Cowboys Hall of Famers. Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Roger Staubach, once a Navy veteran before joining the NFL. Tom Landry, the first ever head coach of the Cowboys. Troy Aikman, the man Joe Buck has the pleasure to sing next to the booth 17 times a year. There you go. Troy Aikman, in my opinion, yes, more overrated than Joe Namath. I don't care. Troy Aikman, definitely most overrated quarterback of all time. As Harris will lose 4 on that carry. Maurice Candy, the tackler former New York Jet. The Cowboys pick up a lot of former New York Jets, I realized. So now second half 14 off the loss of 4. Ball placed at the 27-yard line. Rudolph in shotgun formation. Inside handoff. Harris with 2 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 12. Take a look at the Cowboys 2020 Hall of Fame enshrinements. Jimmy Johnson, head coach for the Cowboys from 89 to 93. And then Cliff Harris, the safety from 70 to 79, one of the more underrated safeties in the entire 70s. And Drew Pearson, after a 10-year career, finally going into the Hall of Fame. He's waited since the mid-2000s for that moment. Well, essentially the 90s, but pretty much he had a shot since like the mid to early 2010s. And I finally got in. I think once Harold Carmichael got in over him, I think he was a little upset by that. And they enshrined him in 2020. That is an incompletion to Deontay Johnson. And now we'll get to see a punt from Pittsburgh. Again, I'm not entirely sure the Steelers punter is because he's not on my roster. Pain, I know. 4th and 12, and Rudolph, that was his worst throw all night. He tried to throw off the back foot and just kind of threw it in the dirt. Well, I thought we were going to see a punt, but no, we'll see a field goal attempt instead. Here's Sam Solomon, former Titan and Ram. His kick, oh my goodness. 49 yards, and it's not even close. Sam Solomon, 49 yards away, and he shanks it, beyond shanks it to the right. I mean, that was bad. That's how you know we're watching preseason football. If kicks are that off the mark. It remains 3-0 Dallas. Okay, so now in commercial break. Oh, yeah, that's next week. The Field of Dreams game between the White Sox and the Yankees. Yeah, I'll definitely try to commentate that game. I think it's on the 12th. Let me see what day that is. Oh, if it's on the 12th, it's next Thursday. It's next Thursday. There might be football on next Thursday. Ow. Wow, Field of Dreams game. I'll commentate baseball over preseason football. And also, I don't know if I'm going to be commentating football every week because well, by that point, I don't know. I might have a job or I might be busy with school stuff. But on top of that, I know one week I'm going to try to commentate the final NASCAR race of the year, and also when the World Series is on. If there's games on Sundays, I'm going to be commentating the World Series instead of the football as well. So just letting you know, as there's a play action and it's caught for a gain of 12 by Sean McKeon with his second reception. Is this Cooper Rush in the game now? It's no longer Gilbert. I think he's shown that he was pretty well. Now they're going to interview Drew Pearson in the crowd. Cooper Rush, drafted by the Cowboys, cut, signed by the Giants last year, cut, signed by the Cowboys again this past offseason. He just spent his entire career in the NFC East so far. He'll put Turner in motion and an inside handoff, bouncing off a couple of tacklers, and he's actually brought down the line of scrimmage. A good tackle there as Dowdle got the carry once more. And yeah, that rush completion to McKyon went for 13 yards. Take it down 9. Here is Rush stepping back, throwing, reeled in, and gets 2 feet out of bounds. He does. Good catch by Aaron Parker. And so Dallas slowly but surely moving down the field. Rush now 2 for 2 for 19, and it'll be 3rd down and 4. Rush. So got 15 seconds of play clock. He's got time. Take the snap, a low snap. Rush will throw 3 for 3 on the money. Not a bad throw at all. Down to the 35. It is Davis on the reception. Reggie Davis. Oh, what would I trade for Mayfield? I don't know. I got to look at my roster again. Sorry, Jeffrey. I'll get to who will I trade for Mayfield? That is a good question. I am not sure. Yes. First down 10 now coming up for the Cowboys. Inside handoff to Dowell, and he'll get 3. It looks like Corey Davis would be someone I'd be okay with trading. Corey Davis, maybe Antonio Brown, and maybe Cortland Sutton. I want to keep Chark. I want to keep Ayuk. I'll definitely keep DeAndre Hopkins, and Robert Woods I might trade. I don't know. I may or may not trade Robert Woods. We'll see. 2nd down and 6. And here's the inside handoff. Down to the 30. And it'll be 3rd down 5. But yeah, if you want to trade for Corey Davis, who I know isn't fantastic, but I guess I'll trade him for Mayfield or Antonio Brown. I don't know. They're down at 5. At the 30 is Rush. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. And it's going to be 4th and 1 off the gain of 4, but there is a flag, as that was Dowdle again with another. Actually, no, that was the fullback Lula with the run. And it's going to be holding against the Cowboys, and it looks like we're going to replay the 1st down, as it's going to be holding on Braylon Jones, the center/guard. So 3rd and 15, it's 4th and inches. I mean, yeah, it's preseason. Dallas will go for it. So it kind of makes sense why it's a 3rd and 15. Now they are on the edge of field goal range. With Greg Zuerlein, maybe they make it. With Newswander, I don't think they do. Rush will throw, batted, and nearly picked. Almost coming in with the diving interception was Miles Killebrew, the former Detroit Lion. And look at that. Nice box coverage there by James Pierre. Able to knock it away. So 4th and 15, yeah, way too long for a field goal. And there's really no need to punt. There's Cooper Rush's first incompletion of the game. And now it'll be 4th and 15, and Dallas will go for it. Obviously, in regular season standards, you're crazy. But in preseason standards, 4th and 15's at the 40 happen. And they will go for it. But Dallas will call a timeout. They're now down to 2 timeouts. Pittsburgh still has all 3. 4:16 remaining here in the second quarter. It was been a I was about to say thrilling game, but has it really been a thrilling game? I don't know. It's been an okay game. I mean, it's preseason. This is kind of what you'd expect to have a regular preseason game. Maybe a little bit more scoring because the Steelers and Cowboys actually do have like 2 of the better practice squad teams in the league, but it's all right. I mean, yeah, 3-0 mid-second quarter. Don't be surprised if this was like a 20-17 game or like a 17-13 game. It is what it is. 4th and 15. And they are going to put Davis in motion. Rush. Steps back 3 times, throws while being hit. Oh, a nice catch. Oh, no, and he bobbled it. And he made a football move. That's going to count as a fumble. Spinning off of tacklers, getting brought down by Jones at the 35, I believe. Nice turnover there with a strong safety, Antoine Brooks. Let's take a look here again on the replay. Yeah, I mean, that's Turner. He tried to make a football move, but it was punched out by Justin Lane and then recovered by Brooks, and he returned it for about a first down. So it is the Steelers' ball off a very good throw by Cooper Rush. Hands down, his best throw of the game. 5th throw overall. It's a fumble, and if you're Malik Turner, you're considered a veteran for the names I'm seeing at this receiver core position. I don't know. Oh, yeah, Davison Brown for Mayfield and Michael Gallup. I'd take that, yeah. I'd accept that. Antonio Brown's probably a good fantasy player. It's just with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I don't know how much he's going to get. And I think Michael Gallup honestly will have a better season than Antonio Brown anyway. So I'll take that. And I need a backup. And I'd rather have Mayfield than someone like was available like Cam Newton. No thanks. So yeah, next Thursday I think I'm gonna commentate the Field of Dreams game. Which will be fun. Trying to take a look. When's next preseason starting? The next week. So, it's next Thursday. Okay, it is next Thursday. Oh, there's only 2 games on next Thursday. Oh, of course, one of them's the Patriots, really. All right, I'll give up the Patriots broadcast to commentate baseball. And then Friday, it's just my schedule if I am going to commentate all these games. So Thursday is going to be Yankees, White Sox, just because it's the Field of Dreams. If it was any other game, I would definitely do football over it. But because it's the Field of Dreams, I'll do White Sox and Yankees next Thursday. Next Friday, Titans, Falcons, or Bills, Lions. Saturday, I'll try to do Jaguars, Browns. And then Sunday, there's only one game on. That's Panthers, Colts. But I will be doing Fletcher Sports Zone 1:00, so I will not be able to do the Colts and Panthers preseason game on Sunday. But yeah, I'll try to do Jaguars Browns on Saturday, and then Lions Bills or Titans Falcons on Friday. I'm probably leaning towards Bills and Lions if I'm being real with you. Getting a 2 from McFarland. And he gets shoved out of bounds. And here's Dwayne Haskins, the former Washington football team QB. Heading into his third year, he has been atrocious. 3-10, averaging 175 yards a game, 60.1 completion rating, and 12 touchdowns to 14 interceptions with a few rushing touchdowns, but he's still not incredibly good, if you get what I mean. All right, pending moves, trade proposals. As this one's caught by McLeod, and he completes it for a gain of 9. So Haskins with his first completion, which is good. First and 10 out, the gain of 9 by Haskins. Quick throw, bounced off the hands, and incomplete. Haskins has actually been dealing a lot with his soon-to-be divorced wife. Apparently, there was an issue back in Las Vegas where Haskins was attacked by his wife and ultimately led to the divorce papers. So that was pretty crazy to hear about. That news came out, I think, a couple of weeks ago. Low snap for Haskins, and he will run. He can run, and he'll slide down after a gain of about 4. So not a bad run for Dwayne Haskins. They're down 5 coming up off the run. And this one is incomplete. Good breakup by Williams on the throw from Haskins. And so, looks like 4th down's coming up, and we will get a commercial break. All right, let me try to accept your trade. Oh, there we go. Yeah, accept the trade. All right, Jeffrey, just accept your trade. I'm still in commercial break, so it is what it is. I think they're reviewing the Thursday night football matchup. September 30th is going to be fun. Jaguars and Bengals. Then we have the London game for Falcons and Jets, and then the other London game is Jaguars and Dolphins. I'll definitely try to commentate the Jaguars-Dolphins game. It's going to be fun. We have Lawrence against Tua, two outstanding college quarterbacks. Take a look back at Jim Thorpe. Wow. We're going back to the 30s. Jim Thorpe, 20s. Well, whatever. 30s, 20s. He was playing in the 30s. Here's some random information for you. The only video of Jim Thorpe playing football is him punting a football. Did you know that? Probably not, but you do now. 4th and 5 off of a few incompletions, two incompletions by Haskins. We'll get a punt. This is going to be this is a great punt. Down at the 1, the backspin, and it lands there. Oh, we got our first perfect punt of the season. It's down by Gilbert. Oh, unbelievable punt. Lands at the half-inch line and then bounces back to the 1. Our first perfect punt. And we're just a little under halfway into the first preseason game. Unbelievable. What a punt. Wow. I was impressed. That was a good one. So what will Cooper Rush do? Oh my God, now watch. Cooper Rush throws a 99-yard touchdown. May or may not be trying to announce or jinx that into happening. Ooh, it looks like Steelers want the Cowboys to move, and they do move. This could be a safety. False start, Cowboys. Is it a safety? It is not. They're literally at the half-inch line now. There we go. 1st and 10. Could very well be a safety. Inside handoff goes. And, look at Dwell. Break off of tackles. And he'll run down to the 26. A very strong run there by Dwindell. And that's going to send the Cowboys out of the shadow realm of their own end zone. Wow. What a nice run there. And the kid's showing heart. Let's see what Cooper Rush can do. Good 2-minute offense for this quarterback. Literally with a minute 20 to go, 2 timeouts in his pocket. Rush will throw. That was not great arm strength. He'll throw for a gain of 4. Reeled in and thrown out of bounds. That was Simi Fahoko making the grab. And 2nd down, 7. A throw that went for 4 yards, which should have gone for at least 8 or 9. Once again, though, he's a 3rd-string quarterback, so I guess as long as he completes the pass, he's good. Here's a snap. Rush will step back. Quick throw, incomplete. McKee on the intended man, and it's 3rd and 7. A minute 11 to go. Obviously, Pittsburgh's probably thinking, hey, we can go down the field and potentially tie up this game. Solomon's already 0 for 1 in the field goal department, missing a 49-yarder wide right a couple of Steeler drives ago. That was the last Rudolph drive. And now it's 3rd down 7. We are getting way too ahead of ourselves. They're going to put Turner in motion. And now here's Rush trying to audible. Ball placed at the 29 and stepping back. Rush under pressure. Throws down the middle is Turner. Turner with a nice juke out to the 44-yard line. Bill Rush there by Turner, trying to do everything he can to make up for that fumble. And that throw is way out of bounds. The intended man was McKeon. Throw is completely off its mark. Yikes. And it's 2nd down 10. And I'm just now getting the Steelers punter's name because I feel awful. I don't know who he is. And you just down that thing at the 1. Presley Harvin III. Okay. The more you know. Presley Harvin III. I'll write that down. 2nd down 10. Rush throws down the middle. It's caught to the 48-yard line. Turner made the grab. I think if you're Turner, you shouldn't drop it because you actually have 2 timeouts. I was about to say potentially worth the drop because that's going to run clock or time off the clock, but there was 2 timeouts, which I forgot about. Oh, yeah. We got him on my roster now. We're good. So 3rd down 4, Cowboys burn their 2nd timeout. Pittsburgh still has all 3, and I really don't see why the Steelers would use a timeout unless they get a sack here or something and they could try to get the ball back with like roughly 25 seconds left. In your shotgun formation is Cooper Rush. 3rd down and 4. Stepping back is Rush. Pump fakes. Throws to the sideline. Oh my goodness, off its mark. Overthrow towards Reggie Davis, but there is a flag. Rush hammered at the end of that play too by number 96, Isaiah Briggs. 2nd time mentioning his name. Yeah, Cooper Rush took a shot at the end of that play. Let's take a look again. Steps up. Oof. And that's going to draw a flag. And that was the flag. Roughing the passer well after the ball was thrown. So now the ball placed at the 35. Here is Rush. Running back to his left. 1st and 10. Rush under pressure. Releases. Ooh, almost made a one-handed catch there was Johnny Dixon, but he couldn't hang on. It's 2nd and 10. Let's take a look here again on the replay. Rush able to step back, pump fake, throw, and another low hit. My goodness. Targeting the knees there. As the linebacker, Jamar Jones. And we're fine when Gilbert was in there, but now all of a sudden they're getting a little aggressive with Cooper Rush. I don't know what the deal is. They put Dixon in motion, 2nd down and 10. 5 seconds ago on the play clock. Rush, quick throw to Dixon. And they'll only get a yard. There's 1 timeout. Rush is saying, we're not going to waste a timeout on this. We're going to go no huddle, and I kind of don't blame him. But now you're down to 13 seconds. Now you pretty much have to throw somewhat deep. Here is Rush throwing, and to no man's land. Incomplete. The intended man was Reggie Davis. He looked to his left, threw, and it's incomplete. 4th and 9, and now you really shouldn't have went the no huddle there. They are going to bring up the long snapper, Jacob McQuady, coming over from the Rams. Yes, I know a former team a long snapper played on. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, it's going to be 6 seconds left, and we're going to have a really long field here by Niswander. He's 1 for 2. He almost missed a 29-yarder, and his last one was blocked. This is from 52! Oh, no, it's completely missed to the right. What a horrendous kick. Again, it's the preseason, so I shouldn't be surprised, but oh, no. That was awful. That was worse than the Solomon kick. The Solomon kick just missed badly, but that just missed compared to that one. Woo. Even Dak Prescott's looking on, and he's like, that was bad. Niswander, you're way off the team. Oh, my goodness. And Dwayne Haskins will take the knee, and we will head into halftime. 3-0 Cowboys. Off a 29-yarder by Niswander, the man who just missed a 50-yarder, which I understand. He's on the practice squad. He's honestly expected to miss 52-yarders. But he missed. I'm not surprised. I was expecting him to miss. That's why it's preseason. You do what you need to do to gain the kid's confidence and get him some practice. Okay. But you just humiliating him. You just humiliated your backup kicker on national television. You just did that to your kicker, who we all know ain't going to make the team now. Again, like I said, after that block kick, you had to make every single kick moving forward to have a chance on beating out someone like Zerline or having a roster spot on another team. And I just don't know. I just realized we should probably save the NBA stuff for Sunday when I do Fletcher Sports Zone. So I don't know. Trying to see. All right, yeah. We'll go over the NBA stuff, I guess. I won't be going fully in depth like I did on Power Skate last night with all the NHL contracts, but we'll do this for the time being because it's halftime and I got nothing else to do other than maybe react to the Braves-Cardinals game. But Jimmy Butler gets extended 4 years, $184 million. I mean, Jimmy Butler, I know, is very good, very quick, playoff warrior, if you remember from 2020. But paying this guy almost $200 million for Jimmy Butler. I mean, I can really say it's an overpayment. It's certainly not an underpayment, though. He's 31. Yeah. I can't say I like the contract. It's not awful, but you're giving a 31-year-old almost $200 million. He's ready to decline. Kelly Olynyk, 3 years, $37 million with the Pistons. I have one comment saying he's one of the most underrated players when he was back on the Celtics a couple years ago. And then I have one comment saying he'd have better luck signing a garbage can. What do I believe? I don't know. I do remember Olynyk when he was on the Celtics. He was pretty decent. I have not paid any attention to him, though, once he joined Houston, so I have no say. I'm neutral. The Pelicans let go of Lonzo Ball, and he signs with the Bulls for a 4-year, $85 million deal. I mean, that's a fine contract. I got nothing to say there. That contract's around the money. Same thing here. Mavericks re-signed Tim Hardaway Jr. Got to put his position. I think he's a point guard. 4 years, $74 million. Yeah, another fine contract. Heat signed Kyle Lowry to a 3-year deal after a sign trade with the Raptors. I think that's pretty huge. Kyle Lowry, one of the best Toronto Raptors of all time, and he is shipped off to Miami. And I mean, the Heat, I get what they're doing. They're trying to make sure that 2020 playoff run wasn't a fluke, and certainly acquiring someone like Kyle Lowry could help out with that. But at the same time, I don't know if he is necessarily the piece that could really send the Heat over a team like the Lakers or the Nets and the Bucks. I don't know. We will see about that. Cavaliers re-signed center Jared Allen to a 5-year, $100 million deal. This I can say for sure is an overpayment. Yeah, he's young, Allen, but you gotta give him $100 million. When players as Calberg began like $70 million. I don't know. Jazz re-signed point guard Mike Conley Jr. to a 3-year, $68 million deal. Well, that's good. Jazz re-signed him. He re-signed shooting guard / shooting forward Duncan Robinson to a 5-year, $9 million deal. Again, just an okay signing. I wouldn't really change much of that. He's a decent player. He earned his payday. What else can I say? Suns re-signed all-star point guard Chris Paul to a 4-year deal worth up to $120 million. We knew Chris Paul wasn't retiring. He flat out announced that like 20 minutes after Game 6. He was like, "Well, I'm not retiring." And yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's not. I like Chris Paul. He's a good player, so good thing he's not. Maybe he can still win a ring. Who knows? Raptors re-signed point guard / shooting forward Gary Trent Jr. 3 years, $54 million. Spurs signed power forward / center Zach Collins 3 year, $22 million. Collins is good. He's a great player. As a Blazers fan, he's a great player. However, this man is literally the equivalent of Robert Griffin III on the NBA court. That's all I'm going to say. Good player, gets injured way too often, though. Lakers brought back Dwight Howard after a year. Contract's unknown. I think it's to a 1-year deal. I'll go back and add that. Actually, I'll go back and add that now. Where's my phone? It's right in front of me. Yeah, I signed Dwight Howard to a 1-year deal. I remember reading. All right, the Knicks signed Evan Fournier, guard / forward, to a 4-year, $78 million deal. New York also re-signs point guard / shooting guard Derrick Rose to a 3-year, $43 million deal. I think those are 2 overpayments. Although Derrick Rose has played pretty good the past couple of seasons. I'll give him credit. He's bounced back from his horrible injuries. Pelicans get guard Devontae Graham to a 4-year, $47 million contract. The Nets re-signed center Blake Griffin to a 1-year deal. He's still in the hunt for his first ring. Then the Hawks re-signed all-star point guard Trae Young to a 5-year, $207 million deal. Max rookie can get there. Yeah, I mean, that's a nuke drop and a half. That's probably the biggest re-signing we've had all offseason. This probably is going to be the biggest transaction we have all offseason. Incredible player, incredible youth, young. He has a bright future. Again, the Hawks coming off a surprise run to the Eastern Conference Finals. Trae Young, obviously the best player on the Hawks that entire playoff run. So good for Atlanta re-signing him. Thunder re-signed point guard Ashie Gregorius-Alexander to a 5-year, $172 million max rookie contract. Again, that's fine. Warriors signed shooting forward / power forward Otto Porter Jr. to an unknown deal. I'm not exactly sure. That's probably a 1-year deal too, but I'm not entirely sure. Newly acquired Giants linebacker Todd Davis, placed on the reserve / retirement list after Davis signed July 31st. So he retired 2 days after signing with the Giants. I know, crazy. Colts All-Pro right guard Quentin Nelson missed 5 to 12 weeks undergoing foot surgery. That sucks for Indianapolis. Pretty much the same injury as Carson Wentz, which is so ironic. 76ers signed Andre Drummond to a 1-year deal. So essentially, the Lakers traded Draymond for Dwight Howard. Essentially. That's bad. All I'm going to say is that's pretty bad. Lakers have also signed Carmelo Anthony to a 1-year deal. That's good. He was expected to sign with the Lakers like 2 months ago, so it's just a matter of time it happened. This was a nuke drop. The Spurs trade DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls in exchange for Thad Young to future first and 2 future second-round picks. Wow. And then DeRozan signed a 3-year, $85 million contract, ensuring that he's staying with the Bulls. I mean, that's a very good contract for DeRozan. The Bulls, they've been doing stuff. They might actually make the playoffs next year, which is incredible, considering they were so bad last year. The Vikings released cornerback Jeff Gladney after his indictment charge of third-degree family violence assault back this April. So they released him. He's a moron. Moving on. Saints re-signed linebacker Quan Alexander to a 1-year, $3 million deal. This is actually a pretty good signing. Quan Alexander is very underrated, and the fact that it literally took him until like 3 days before the first preseason game to get signed just drives me crazy. Or rather 2 days. He is very good, very underrated. He always has been. Like, this guy was once a borderline Pro Bowler with the Buccaneers. He goes to the Saints, plays well, plays with the 49ers, plays well. But the thing is, he's too injury prone now. But for $3 million for Alexander, if he stays healthy, that's a steal. That is a bargain. The Hawks will bring back John Collins to help out Trey Young. Obviously, this contract a little bit less in value-wise, but still the same length-wise. Hate to be the Hawks in 5 years. 5-year, $125 million for Collins. Point guard / shooting guard Kemba Walker bought out his contract with the Thunder to sign with the Knicks on a 4-year deal. That's huge. Dodgers signed pitcher Cole Hamels to a 1-year deal worth $1 million with a $200,000 signing bonus. The Heat re-signed Victor Oladipo to a 1-year deal. The Athletics have brought back left fielder Chris Davis on a minor league deal. That was pretty minor. It's another pretty minor move here. The Senators re-signed defenseman Victor Mete to a 1-year, $1.2 million deal. He's kind of underrated. The Wizards signed point guard Spencer Dwindle to a 3-year, $162 million contract. Nick, you said perfectly. I guess he doesn't want to win. You're right, because the Wizards aren't winning anything for a long time. The Raiders signed defensive tackle Gerald McCoy to a 1-year deal. That's actually a pretty good signing. And then we get to the news that occurred today. The Knicks re-signed point guard / center Julius Randle to a 4-year, $127 million deal after spending so much time with the Pelicans. Gets traded to the Knicks, has a great season. And what do you know? He's decent. Here's the Robert Griffin III news I was talking about. Free agent QB RG3 has joined the ESPN as an analyst, but he has yet to officially retire from the NFL as well. So he's still playing, although he's going to be an analyst. If Blake Bortles wasn't the best free agent quarterback available, he certainly is now. Push for Blake, baby. Year 3 of push for Blake. It's getting depressing. Packers, of course, released him because Aaron Rodgers came back, which makes sense, but still kind of sucks. Giants wide receiver Kenny Galladay missed 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring injury. And our second to last piece of news, the Devils signed left winger Thomas Tatar to a 2-year, $9 million deal. And now the last piece of news, unfortunately, former MLB pitcher and Astros legend J.R. Richard passed away today at age 71. Richard had 1,493 career strikeouts, 107 regular season wins. Played with the Astros from 71 to 80 was incredible. And would you look at that? Perfect timing. Didn't even mean to do that. I wanted to take a couple minutes off from all that talking. But yeah, we're heading to the third quarter now. Cowboys Steelers still 3-0 Dallas. And you want some points. I can't say I went to a Jaguars Patriots preseason game back in 2017, and that was the best preseason game I have ever watched. It came down to the final wire. I think the Jaguars won like 27-24 or something. I think it was incredible. It was like, really? Like, that preseason game was actually good? And yeah, it was. It was close. It was good. Time was dandy. So here's a kickoff. We're ready to get this third quarter underway. We'll return to the 19, and he gets hit. On the return was Aaron Parker. And so here comes Ben DiNucci. So they're giving last year's rookie the entire second half to work with. He's 21 for 40 for 180 yards, no touchdowns and no picks, and a 64.6 completion rating. That was his stats against the Eagles in his lone start on Monday Night Football, or Sunday Night Football, rather. And then he played the week before against Washington. Didn't start that game, but played, and apparently didn't throw an interception. I thought he did throw a pick in that game, but I guess he didn't. Handoff goes, and wow, losing 4 or 5 on that one there was the running back number 37, Jaquan Hardy. So DiNucci, actually a lot of hype hanging into this game for Ben DiNucci. A lot of people like his name, so a lot of people are going to hype him up. 231st overall at James Madison. He was the 2020 7th round pick. DiNucci's first throw off the low snap, throws over to Dixon, and he makes a yard before getting rammed out of bounds there by Miles Killebrew, and it's going to be third and short. Or actually, wow, my goodness, third and long coming up. What am I talking about? Good tackle by Killebrew as well. Minute gone by in the third. Garrett Gilbert signed the playbook. Obviously, Dak Prescott was during training camp. He got injured. He will be back by week 1, but he is certainly still hurt nonetheless. And DiNucci gets buried. What pressure, and a good sack there for Quincy Roach. It was good pressure. DiNucci tried to step up in the pocket. Got absolutely drilled to his hip side. That was easy working for the linebacker, able to get around the left tackle with ease. I think that was Josh Ball. And now I get to see the punt from Nzwander. So maybe he's a better punter than he is kicker. He's a much better punter than he is kicker. Returned from the 32, reversing field to midfield to the 40, beats out the kicker, and he's tripped down at the 35-yard line. Well, not a bad return by Matthew Sexton. First time mentioning his name tonight. And he's given Dwayne Haskins and company pretty good field position. 12:55 to go here in this third quarter. Look at this Deke. Ooh, or Juke, rather. Now I'm commentating hockey. I'm calling Duke's cheeks. Oh. That's what I mean. We commentate the preseason games. So when the regular season comes around, we ain't messing this stuff up. Or I just overcomplicate things. Because how do we get a Deke and a Juke confused? We don't know. Haskins. On the 1st and 10. He's 1 for 3 for 9 yards. Puts a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Dumps it over to the tight end. And that is a gain of about 17. Caught by Cater, the tight end, off the bootleg. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. You can call Scott Hansen because they're in the red zone. That's right. I said it. We're bringing out red zone. We're bringing out red zone vibes 3 weeks early. Why not? Kadar made the grab. They're at the 18-yard line. Okay. 212 to 138 total yards, 50 rush, 50 to 30. All right. Here's a nice little rush. They'll add on to that rushing total with Anthony McFarland. Booger McFarland's son will take it out to the 11, and it'll be 2nd down in inches. We'll actually mark it 2nd down and 1 instead, and now McFarland will head off. There's Matt Candia, the offensive coordinator for the Steelers. I believe he's a new offensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken. Haskins inside handoff. Oh, nice little wait. And down to the 5-yard line, he waited and then took off and got a few extra yards that way. Kalen Ballage, the veteran, nice little move. I mean, I don't see Ballage really having any business being on the Steelers next year, but I could definitely see someone picking up Ballage shortly after that. Ballage was drafted by the Dolphins, got traded to the Jets, only to get traded back to the Dolphins after the trade was nullified. Got released, got picked up by the Chargers, played okay last year, and he is now on the Steelers. Here is Dwayne Haskins putting a man in motion. 1st and goal. Haskins throws slow and incomplete for Ray McLeod. Even if McLeod made the catch, he would have been stood up by Deontay Burton. And so now it is 2nd down and goal. Haskins 2 for 5 for 24 yards, and I'm not gonna with I believe 6 rushing yards. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Haskins was gonna come out guns a blazing, really trying to prove his hunger and to show that he should at least be the backup instead of Mason Rudolph, but he is definitely played worse than Rudolph thus far. Handoff goes up the middle. Balaj powering his way. And no signal from the official. It is a touchdown. Kalen Balaj, the first touchdown of the entire season, preseason, whatever. Nice inside handoff. Balaj able to lower the shoulder and power his way in. So it is 6-3 Pittsburgh. And with the extra point pending. These kickers can't make a thing, so I don't even know if a PAT is within reason. There's Kalen Balaj. Like I said, I don't really see him on the Steelers, but I do see him definitely playing in the NFL next year. So here's the extra point by Solomon. He's 0 for 1 the field goal attempt, and oh no, and he missed the extra point as well. Not good for Solomon. And it'll now be 6-3 Steelers. Ben DiNucci and company coming back on the field. 10:48 to go, third quarter. 6-3 Steelers. I mean, I just realized I kind of did an announcer jinx. I mean, that one was minuscule, but that kind of counts. I was like, I mean, I don't even think an extra point's good because, he's going to miss probably. And, he missed. We're back from commercial break. 6-3. We have a lead change for once. The Steelers are in front, and now John Lynch will join the booth. John Lynch, of course, former heavy-hitting safety, acted like a linebacker the majority of the time with both the Buccaneers and Broncos. Kickoff will be retrieved by Dixon. Up the middle he goes to the 22. And so, 10:44 to go in the third. Come on, I want the Cowboys to, I don't really care who wins, but I picked the Cowboys to win, so I guess I'm kind of going with them. Why not? DiNucci will step back. He throws, and it hits the back of the corner lane, but there is a flag, and that's going to be holding. Okay. So 1st and 10 off the pass interference on Justin Lane. Dixon now put in motion. Here's the inside handoff, and only a gain of a yard. DiNucci's lone completion went for 2 yards. It's the only one that's counted thus far. At the 40, 2nd down, 8. Low snap, DiNucci under pressure. Throws off the back foot into the Cowboys bench. 3rd and 8. Take a look at John Lynch. Playing in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. Bucs Raiders played incredible in that game. Not win Super Bowl MVP. That went to Dexter Jackson. But John Lynch, still very good and a main contributor to that nonetheless. Man was an all-pro tackler. And again, although he was a safety, you definitely could have mistaken him as a linebacker. Low snap. DiNucci throws into double coverage. And that's an interception for the Steelers. He's wrapped up at the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh will get the interception. That was not a great throw by DiNucci. It is Donovan Steiner with the pick for the Steelers, and they are in business. Getting the ball past midfield with 9:51 to go in this 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at the replay. DiNucci try to force it into double coverage. That's just not going to happen. That's not even going to happen for your regular starting quarterback. DiNucci sidearmed it, but that was a pretty rough throw. So no commercial break. Dwayne Haskins stays in, and it's 1st and 10 at the 44. They'll put a man in motion, and they fake it to McFarland. Haskins dumps it over to the left and getting a gain of 3 before getting shoved out of bounds with Anthony Johnson. I'm shocked Anthony Johnson's still in the game. So get down to end 5 coming up. Put man in motion. Haskins put in motion. Handoff goes. Ooh, McFarland gets sandwiched. And it's going to be 3rd down and 7. It's 3rd and 6. I mean, if I was Haskins, I would do play action. I guess that's what I would do. 3rd down 6. McFarland, the running back. In shotgun is Haskins. Straight drop back. They'll dump it over to McFarland. 1st down. Oh, no. He was going to have the 1st down, but he tried to stiff arm the safety Parker, and then he fell. Oh, yeah, the 1st down right there. But he, again, went for the stiff arm. Not good. Young player move right there. Always go for the 1st down. McFarland did not do that. 4 for 7 is Haskins for 35 yards. It's 4th and 1. Dallas's defense needs to stop. Here's the handoff. Handoff goes to McFarland. He runs up the gut, and that is a 1st down for the Steelers. Needed 1. Looked like you got 3 at least. And that is a 1st down for the Steelers. Oh, no, it's Balaj who ran, not McFarland. Should be McFarland. We know Kalen Balaj is good. I don't like Kalen Balaj is out here. You should be taking 2nd team reps. If anything, you should be having Jalen Samuels out here. I don't know. He was good his rookie year, but he did not impress me last year. A little dump over to Balaj, who hurdles a man and then is tagged down at the 26. Haskins now 5 for 8, over 40 yards. So I continue to interview John Lynch in the booth. We do not have John Lynch here, unfortunately, but we do have Grant Flood. So is what it is, ain't what it ain't. Let's see here. Second down 5. I don't really know what to do here. You probably run, actually. Put Raymond and McLeod in motion. Yep, they ran. And getting the first down and 7 yards. Not a bad run. Flag is down, though. Balaj with another carry. Who has the lone touchdown of this game thus far. Holding against Washington, or Pittsburgh. That one's coming back. All right. Second down 12 at the 33. Haskins going for the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. Well, that was like the, second deep shot we saw all night? Isaiah McCoy, the intended man, working man-to-man against Nason Wright, who's had a pretty mediocre game, right? Probably should have been called with the pass interference, too, but the ball was kind of uncatchable, so it makes sense why he wasn't. Haskins now 5 for 9 for 40 yards around the dime again. Dwayne Haskins, I was expecting him to come out here guns up blazing, have like 200 yards. Unless he has a great third and fourth quarter, I don't know. I mean, we're going to see Joshua Dobbs, I would imagine, too, eventually. This was caught by McLeod. He bounces off a tackle, and he's brought down, so it's going to be 4th and 11. To not bring out Solomon. If Pittsburgh brings out Solomon, they don't deserve to win. Although it wouldn't be bad to make fun of a kicker again. Those I feel like have been my 2 best calls with the 2 missed field goals. I know I mean. Oh, they're bringing him out. I'm expecting a miss. It's 48 yards. He's going to miss. And announcer Jinx will be on cue. No way. Solomon, no! He made it. Dude, did he seriously just break my announcer Jinx streak? Are you kidding? All right, 9-3. I'm mad. He made it. He made it after he said he wasn't going to make it. Well, it's 9-3. Dude, I can't believe it. He beat it. Dude, someone broke the Grant Flood announcer jinx. Sam Solomon. Are you kidding? It's ridiculous. I mean, it's been broken before, but like, I mean, to be fair, and this is honestly the truth. To be fair, I didn't really expect. Well, I mean, I did thought he was gonna miss it, but like to be fair, I was kind of over exaggerating. Like how he shanked the first kick we saw. Like I figured he wasn't gonna like shank it completely again. I was just like, he's not gonna make it. He's just gonna miss. He's not gonna be like, whoa, the goalpost right here, the kick's right there. It's like, well, not that bad, but yeah, you get what I mean. I had an idea. I don't want to do it. I was gonna go on TikTok live and commentate the game commentate the fourth quarter on my TikTok, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will. I probably won't. Here's a return, Dixon out to the 26, and we have laundry on the field. I was thinking about it. I probably should. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Someone's like, "Oh, you suck," and whatever. But I don't know. I had 173 of my followers on right now, so I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Like I want to, but I feel like people are gonna be like, "You commentate." We'll see. All right. Handoff goes to the 20. The ball was originally placed on the 16. DiNucci 1 for 3, 2 yards, and a pick. Here's Calvin Johnson, Megatron. He should still be playing right now, or at least just retired after like 2019 or something. He should have lasted longer, man. It's just so unfortunate that the Detroit Lions just have to ruin everybody that comes their direction. So sad. Johnson should be. Let's be real. If Johnson didn't retire early, he retired when 20. Well, yeah, must have retired after 2015. He must have retired. He probably would have retired like 2019, probably. Man, I miss him. Calvin Johnson retired in my third year of watching football, so I didn't even really get to see him that often. I only saw 3 years of him, and that was like the first 3 years I was watching football where I could give two less of craps about the Lions. So, is what it is. I love you, Calvin. You deserve to be first bound. If he wasn't first bound, I would have been really upset. All right, so second down 6. I don't see what the whole delay is here. Do we have an injury timeout? We must. Jeez. Can I just say Calvin Johnson grew up real quick? Like, ugh. Second he retired, he started growing facial hair and everything now. Second down 6. Handoff goes, and third and 4. So you look at the flashback. Oh, we really remind the Lions fans of this game. September 12th, 2010, week 1, Calvin Johnson catches a miraculous touchdown against the Bears. I'm saying touchdown. It obviously wasn't called a touchdown, but it's a touchdown. And in 2021 Sanders, that's still a touchdown. I don't care. Calvin Johnson robbed of that touchdown. DiNucci will roll out on the 3rd and 3. Throws wide open. Good catch here by Parker, and he's wrapped up by Yade. But that's a first down, and DiNucci finally complete a pass. And that was a good move. Good route run there by Parker. And he's able to stay on his feet for quite a bit of distance afterwards. Best throw of the day by DiNucci. Probably the best throw of the day by any Cowboys quarterback. Other than maybe, I think Gilbert actually had one good throw. I mean, Cooper Rush, he didn't really have anything that crazy. And DiNucci with his best throw going for 34 yards. Getting 8, and now there is a flag. That was Brendan Knox on his first carry. And now you have the flag, and Mike McCarthy saying, what the heck, it's going to be holding against Dallas. Yep. Holding against the Cowboys. Like McCarthy said, want to be a winning team. We need to play better complementary football than we did a year ago. It's a lot more fun to call passes than runs. That doesn't always equate to winning football. You have to be able to, okay, I can read the rest of that. You get the idea. Mike McCarthy's saying the whole rah speech of, okay, we need to run more if we can't pass. Which, why didn't they do that when they had Andy Dalton last year? Don't know, but neither here nor there, whatever. And it's 1st and 10, ball placed in midfield. Play action, DiNucci's going to run. Ben DiNucci, his first QB carry. Looked like that one went for about 6. And it went for 7. And Dallas went back to the line of scrimmage. Here is DiNucci in shotgun formation. 6 seconds to go on the play clock. Now 4, and he will audible. Knox goes from his right to his left, and now the play clock expired. Uh-oh. That ain't good for a young QB to have the play clock run out on you like that. When I saw the audible, I'm like, he's really audibling with 5 seconds left? Like, he's wasn't paying attention. And the Cowboys now have to burn a timeout. We're heading to commercial break. Really? Oh, thanks a lot, Dallas. Thanks a lot. Now you're letting Fox get more money. I really hope the Cowboys can get something going here. Like, come on, Dallas. Gotta play better than how you're playing. Okay, we got a commercial break? Not yet. Oh, but we are learning about the 70s Cowboys. Okay, this is kind of cool. Steelers, Cowboys, yep, Super Bowl 10, Super Bowl 13, and Super Bowl 30? Yeah, Super Bowl 30. That was a Neil O'Donnell. That was a Neil O'Donnell being garbage in the second half game, yeah. Ignoring that, we'll go back to the 70s, man, where Terry Bradshaw and Roger Staubach were going at it. ML Films, Steve Stable, 2020 Hall of Fame. He was the administration president from 1964 to 2012. Wow. And then there was another one getting inducted in the Hall of Fame, but it was too quick for me to read. Inside handoff, it's going to be down to the 43rd and about probably 10. It looked like they got back to the original line of scrimmage. All the hardworking men and women camera crew tonight. Thank them, because obviously we wouldn't be getting a football game if it weren't for them. This would be an unrecorded event, and we would have never known what happened unless we read the newspapers. That one's dropped, and what a hit afterwards. Ball's on the ground. It's incomplete. That was a huge hit at the end of that by Buddy Johnson. After Brent Knox couldn't make the reception, he got plowed. 4th and 10, and we will probably see a punt. I mean, obviously way too far to kick the field goal. And yes, we will see a punt. With Niswander, who again, in my opinion, is a much better punter than a kicker. Let's see. Can we get another punt at the 1? Not quite. This one's going to be fair caught. It's going to bounce to the 1. Stay in. Oh, bounces in the end zone for the touchback. Oh, man. I want 2 punts down at the 1. You got to get excited, right? Oh, boy. Drew Pearson having a blast, or whoever that is. They're having a blast. 1:22 to go in the 3rd. Still 9-3 Steelers. Pittsburgh getting the ball back. Oh, boy. Look at that social media. You know, I did a little smart comment on Calvin Johnson. Yeah, social media is already like, Calvin Johnson does not look good. And then I see one comment's like, he has his own weed company. I'm like, okay. The more you know. All right. Well, good thing we're out of the commercial break now. First and 10, $1.22 remaining, 3rd quarter. Let's see. You still have Haskins in there, who is 6 for 10. And here's a run and lost 2. That is Jalen Samuels. Yeah, that's good. Have Samuels play the whole fourth quarter again. That's the Steeler running back I'd be using this entire game. Like Balaj, don't really need to use him. McFarland, yes. And then obviously use Harris for a little bit. And I think Benny Snell's the man out. He's not going to be playing until like the third or fourth preseason game. Well, third in this year's case. Yeah, here is Haskins. Off the 2nd and 12. Put a man in motion. Straight drop back, pump fake, throws to the right. That's caught. Fumble. Cowboys had it, lost it. And Pittsburgh's going to fall on top of it and get a first down. As McKay recovers the fumble, and whoever missed that, they might be getting cut. Oh, geez. I mean, that receiver might be cut too. Anthony Johnson punched out of his hands. And then just missing it was Deontay Burton. Here's the pitch. And a gain of 6 for Balaj. And that's the third quarter. We'll head to the fourth. It is still 9-3 Steelers. Like, to be fair, this game has honestly been very boring. But we're done with 3 quarters, and it's only been 2 hours. So usually an NFL game will last anywhere between 3 to 3.5 hours. At this rate, as long as I don't jinx it, this game will probably be over relatively quickly. Maybe before 11, if we're lucky. I don't know. All right. Okay. Throwing update on the I haven't checked the MLB scores in an hour. I'm sorry, guys. I should probably be checking MLB scores. The only final was the Blue Jays beat the Indians 3-0. The Yankees beating the Mariners 5-3. Reds beating the Pirates 7-4. Bottom of the 8th. Royals beating the White Sox 3-1. Top of the 7th. Twins beating the Astros 4-1, bottom of the 7th, and the Cardinals beating the Braves 3-2, top of the 7th. Next Thursday, again on Fox. You can, of course, watch this preseason game live on Fox, but next week on Fox. Yankees, White Sox at the Field of Dreams. I will be broadcasting that game. Although I would like to do Patriots and Washington football team. I think there's a very good chance I'll be siding with the baseball over that, unless something changes. I don't know. I might change my mind. We'll see. Based on how this preseason game's going, it's looking like I'm going to do the baseball game. Plus, I'll be doing football Friday and Saturday anyway. Ooh, off the safety blitz, Haskin barely gets it out, and it's incomplete. The intended man was Baugh. Yeah, Marcus Baugh. He is a former Washington tight end. He was acquired by the Steelers like 5 days ago. So, You bobble that one. Takeoff TV, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Fourth quarter getting underway. And still 9-3 Steelers. Let me change that to the fourth. Let me change my banner here. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone. Fletcher Sports Zone is my Instagram where you can catch daily sports news as well. That's a good tackle by Robinson knocking down Boozy. And it will now be fourth down. And I think we're going to get a punt here from Presley Harbin, who's already downed one at the one. So we'll see what he does. Yeah, Takeoff TV. I see you showing the Ben DiNucci interception. Yeah, man. 4th and 3. Yeah, that was a pretty bad interception. Here's Harbin standing back at the 23. Another punt. This one was going to land at the 10. It's going to bounce and actually get out of bounds at the 11. Yeah, I know, right? That was a rough throw, but Funk goes out of bounds. 14:02 to go. And speaking of Ben DiNucci's back out there again, having full duties for the second half, which I personally felt they gave Garrett Gilbert a little bit too little time. And then, I mean, Cooper Rush, he's going to be cut at the end of the thing anyway. They have Cooper Rush here to have the 4 QBs on the depth chart. I'm sorry, but there's nothing about Cooper Rush that is decent. Like, even back to his college days, he hasn't been good. Garrett Gilbert, I mean, he's been in the NFL for a few years, but I mainly just remember him from being very good in the AAF. And obviously Ben DiNucci, I remember because he played a couple of games last year. Here's a handoff and a gain of 12. Not a bad run there from Jaquan Hardy. Oh, thanks, man. You have a good one as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'll be doing live NFL broadcasts all season long. So if you ever want to stop by, I'll always be on. My goal is to be on pretty much every Sunday. So definitely hope to see you back on the streams. And that's for everyone. As they fake it to Hardy, DiNucci throws a sidearm and it's dropped. Well, I mean, it was a decent throw by DiNucci, but Braden Smith with the drop. I mean, yeah, sidearm throw, defenders in his face. Give him a better throw, give him a worse throw. Gilbert able to catch up good ground and able to actually break that pass up. It should have been about an 8-yard completion, but again, Gilbert with the breakout. Force the incompletion there. So at the 23-yard line, it'll be 2nd down 10. They put a man in motion to the right. They throw the bubble screen to him, and out to the 26-yard line on the reception is Parker, who's actually done a pretty good job in the kick returning game. We'll give DiNucci his 3rd reception of the day, and he is now 3 for 7. Switching to DiNucci, another one just like Haskins. I was just expecting him to come out and play very well, but I mean, these are 3rd-string quarterbacks, so I don't know why I'm like, oh, I'm kind of disappointed. The 3rd-string quarterback. I'm setting my standards too high for the first preseason game, I think. Here's DiNucci, steps up, sidearm. They throw too short. They drive me crazy. That hurdle, though, that might have got him over. Hardy. Did you get the first, though? Hey, what's up, everyone? So 4th and 1. And we'll see what Dallas does here. Biel and Connor each 24. Appreciate you guys stopping by. 4th and 1, they're going for it at their own 32. This is risky. They fake the handoff. DiNucci stops, throws a cross body. It's batted away. The intended man was Parker and swatted by Steven Denmark, the former Bear. So the Steelers will get the ball in field goal range already after that incompletion, which is, that's not a good play call by Mike McCarthy. I mean, I don't care if it's preseason or not, or 4th and 1 or not, but you do not go for it on your own 32. It's just something I wouldn't recommend. And obviously it backfired because they went play action. That looked like DiNucci was going to do a bootleg, get the first down, but then obviously once he threw it, it was like, why did he throw it? And ended up being a terrible decision, and indeed it was. Okay. Yeah, that was bizarre play. Oh, it absolutely was, yeah. Again, it's preseason, so you can get away with it. Although, of course, Mike McCarthy was the genius who faked the punt in the Washington game last year on Thanksgiving. What was it, like a 4th and 16 at like their own 30, and then they faked the punt? Mike McCarthy is, even with his time at Green Bay, he's never been known for making proper calls. But hey, we'll see what happens. Maybe Dallas can do something on defense here. I don't know. Of course, first Hall of Fame preseason game. Well, first time we're having preseason since, of course, 2019-20 season. But last preseason game was fun. The Broncos came back, led by Brett Rippon. Remember when he was playing against the Jets this year? Yeah. He led the Broncos comeback against the Falcons. That was our last Hall of Fame game. And now they're doing a little interview with C.D. Lamb on the sidelines. 12 minutes to go in the 4th. Appreciate everyone stopping by. I'm Grant Love from Fluster Sports Zone. Make sure you go subscribe here on YouTube for weekly NFL broadcasts. My goal is to at least commentate the Thursday, the Monday night games, and a game on Sunday if I can. So that's the plan for the season, like it always is. So make sure you go subscribe here so you can chill out, listen to the game. I'll, of course, answer stuff in the chat, so go for it. As a nice little play action by Haskins, and he gets it over to Trey Edmonds. So currently we have a fullback battle, I guess. Trey Edmonds switched from running back to fullback according to my roster, and Pittsburgh also has Derek Watt. Yes, JJ and TJ Watt's brother. Derek Watt's actually a good fullback, so I don't really know why they would bring in competition for him, but it does look like Edmonds could be the odd man out unless he wows people in this preseason. Here's a handoff again up the middle of the 10. Another run here. Second down and 5. And there's Dan Quinn, Dan Quinn, former Falcon head coach. Nice to see him as a defensive coordinator. He was actually the defensive coordinator for the 2013 and 14 Seahawks. Yeah, he was from 2013 to 15 before, of course, accepting the Falcons' head coach job. Remember, it was him who, Gus Bradley built the Legion of Boom, but it was Dan Quinn who assembled it well. Oh, for sure. Appreciate you stopping by, Connor. Thanks for stopping by, man. C.D. Lamb, by the way, most receiving yards by a Cowboy rookie. Bob Haynes had 1,003 in 1965, and C.D. Lamb had 935 last year. Was incredible. You getting over 1,000 yards back in the 60s? I give props. 3rd down and 1. Now for the Steelers. Tailback is Samuels, and he's got it for the first down. Needed a yard, got 3. It's first and goal. And I know you guys are probably wondering when my next broadcast is going to be. I mean, if I'm going to commentate tomorrow, it's going to be the Red Sox if they're on, which I think they are. But I don't really plan on commentating tomorrow. I mean, I might, but I don't know if I really plan on doing it or not. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, yeah, they're playing the Blue Jays tomorrow. I might. Sam Rolls first and goal, stuffed, and out is second and goal. Coming up. Cooper, over 1,000 receiving yards last year with 5 touchdowns. Lamb also with 5 touchdowns. Same thing with Gallup. They all have 5 touchdowns. Cooper with 1,014 yards. Lamb with 935, and then Michael Gallup with 843, 92, 74, and 59 receptions, respectively. Cowboys got great receiving core. One of the best in the league. Definitely top 3. As throwing and back of the end zone out of bounds. Incomplete. And I just realized Joshua Dobbs is in the game. I don't know how long he's been. I think I was kind of just like stuck with, I was like getting memorized. It was like Haskins in the game. I think I forgot that it was a regular, I forgot it was a preseason game, I think, for a second. So I think I've been calling Joshua Dobbs Haskins for the past 3 minutes. That's my bad. It's not. That's the one thing I can't say about the preseason. All the roster changes through the game. It's like, just stick with your players, dude. Yeah, Joshua Dobbs, drafted by the Steelers, played a couple of snaps with the Steelers back in 2018 and I guess 2019. Played on the Jaguars for a little bit, got released, then came back to the Steelers, and now he's throwing a touchdown in the preseason to number 82. That is Tyler Simmons. Second touchdown, Steelers go up by 2 possessions. Dobbs, a nice throw over to the rookie receiver. Let's take a look here. Nice sidearm. Took a shot by Kamara at the end of that play, but a good catch. Throw to the right side of the field. Good play. So now here's Solomon for the extra point. He's 0 for 1, and he's 1 for 2 in field goals. Good snap, good hold. He got it. 16-3, Steelers. Pittsburgh. Finally got in a groove. Will the Cowboys come back? No. But for the sake of the broadcast and for the sake of my interest in this game, we'll pretend that Ben DiNucci makes an incredible comeback. I don't know. We will pretend. DiNucci's going to throw an 85-yard bomb to Malik Turner for a touchdown right here. Yeah, probably not. Okay. Biggest season ever, eh? 102nd year in the NFL. Why is this year the biggest season ever? Because you have fans back? I think this year's going to be okay. I think this year's going to be predictable. This is kind of like the predictable year. It's going to be very similar to last year. It's 2020. I'd say 2023 and 2024 is when the league's going to start changing drastically. This year, it's going to be the same. Like, they're going to have a lot of playoff teams. Like, the Colts may not make the playoffs because of the Wentz and Nelson injury. The Bears probably aren't going to make the playoffs. The Saints, depending on how good Jameis Winston plays, could. He may not. But like you're probably gonna get Washington out of the NFC East. You're gonna get the Bills, the Chiefs. Like the wild card teams might be different. Like instead of the Colts and who's the other wild card team? The Steelers. I think they aren't gonna be a wild card team this year. I think my AFC wild cards right now, they are Ravens, Patriots, and I'm kind of flip flopping between the Chargers and the Dolphins. Or the Colts. Maybe. If they win a few games with Jacob Easton. I'll tell you one thing, though. The Colts have maybe one of the most nerve-wracking preseasons because if Jacob Easton actually doesn't play well, you're done at quarterback. And I don't know how much they can win. Ooh, that was a helmet hit. Oh, they should definitely call that. On number 29 there. Shakur Brown. He got away with the helmet-to-helmet hit there. Ugh. Not good. Mike Pereira on the booth. Why is Mike Pereira always in the booth? He's good at replay analyst. I like Mike Pereira a lot. All right. 1st and 10. DiNucci the handoff and a gain of a yard. Well, I know you're going to say, oh, well, it's a preseason game. But in this case, when you're losing by 13, I just say, you know what? Just go for it. Just start going crazy. Try to tie up this game. Enough with this 1-2 yard run garbage. Just go downfield as quick as you can. I mean, the Cowboys still have a chance. As long as they score before like the 4-minute mark, they still have a chance, I guess. DiNucci low snap. Will throw. Dropped. And did he have possession? Whistles blow. As getting the fumble recovery was Carlos Davis, but it's coming back to Dallas, 3rd and 9. DiNucci is 4 for 10. No snap. DiNucci rolls out. Will he run? No, will throw. Across body. That was a horrific throw. That was just poor decision making. Looking for Parker on the sidelines. It's 4th and 9, and what are the referees doing now? Nothing. Okay. And now we're going to get punt. You see, I don't agree with this. It's a preseason game. You already went for it at your 30. Why aren't you going for it at your own 15? You're essentially giving up, punting this ball away. And now if the Steelers can kill the clock to about, 4-3 minutes, you're all but done. I don't understand this. I think this punt was an awful idea. And it's going to be fair caught to 20, 19, 20 by Sexton. He has a catch in this game, I believe. I'll take a look at the Steelers. '70s Steelers were fun. I remember, wasn't this summer? I think it was last summer. I already watched the Super Bowl where the Steelers beat the Vikings. Man, Fred Tarkenton was embarrassed that day. That's what happens when you go up against the steel curtain. Stuff like that's going to happen. All right, yeah, this is just another 7 minutes. Well, just over 7 minutes left. I think this is all but the Steelers to win. Yeah, unless they can get a turnover or 3 and out. Other than that, this is the Steelers to win. Oh my goodness, the Field of Dreams game. We know it's next Thursday. We know the Field of Dreams game is next Thursday. Why do we keep on getting reminded of this? I know, advertising. So we've come back from commercial break now. And is 16-3 Steelers. As now he gets to interview. Is that Calvin Johnson again? Who is that? Oh, it's not Calvin Johnson. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. Oh, I know I don't know an NFL Hall of Famer. I'm a casual. I know. Shush. First and 10, 7:47 to go in the fourth. Put McLeod in motion twice, inside handoff to Samuels, and the Steelers are saying, oh, excuse me. The Steelers are saying, we're getting the heck out of Dodge here. Donnie Shell. I was like, I know who he is. It's driving me crazy. I was just blanking on his name. It was Donnie Shell, the most underrated part of that 70 Steelers team for good reason. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. I think he was inducted into the Steelers Hall of Fame in 2008. It's about time he's in the Hall of Fame now. Jesus. And off goes Samuel, a yard, and it's 3rd and 10. Well, I mean, here you go. If you get the 3 and out, Dallas could still get the ball with just about 6.5 minutes left, and we're still looking at a decent comeback here. But other than that, it's not looking good. All right. 3rd down 10. Dobbs throwing, caught. Samuel is brought down to 25. So Dallas does force the 3 and out. So I'll get the ball back with just under 6 minutes remaining. All right. If they score quickly, I mean, it's 4th down territory and onside kick territory the rest of the way for the Cowboys. And for the Steelers, that kind of stinks you went 3-0 because you could have really killed off this clock and, brought this clock down to like 4 or 3 minutes and really have had the Cowboys panic, but I guess not. And now with 3 seconds to go on the play clock, here is the punt from Presley Harvin. I believe it's 4th. This is a good one. It bounces off a Cowboy, and the Steelers got it. It bounced off a Cowboy, and it's Anthony Johnson on the fumble recovery. Percy Harvin has been incredible. Or Presley Harvin. I'm thinking of Percy Harvin. Oh, my God. Presley Harvin. This guy is a machine. Down at the 1, and then he kicks it right to a player, which it bounces off his chest, and the Steelers get a fumble recovery. And that's going to put the nail in the Cowboys' coffin right there. There's no way they come back from this. Unless they get a pick 6 or something here. And that was muffing the punt was Reggie Davis. The others now at the 25, get out of the huddle. Dobbs threw for 27 yards and a touchdown. They fake it to Samuel. Here is Dobbs running around, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Take a look at some of the Cowboys' injuries. There was a lot of injuries last year. Of course, Dak, Blake Jarwin, Zach Martin, Tyrone Smith. Leo Collins. Leighton Vander Esch was out for a bit. It's just so many injuries. playing the Cowboys last year. And if goes Samuels crashed at the line of scrimmage, and he's hit hard. 3rd and 10. Again, Pittsburgh isn't doing much, and they aren't even really trying to kill off much time, is what I'm gathering. But right now, if they were to kick a field goal, they would actually make it 3 possessions, which again would essentially end this one. Well, it's a 3rd and 9 here for Josh Dobbs. Dobbs will step back. He'll throw. Caught. 1st down. And now they're killing off more clock. It's Johnson again. A good reception there. It's going to take the clock under 4 minutes. Nice pocket composure by Dobbs. Couldn't break up the pass. That was Deontay Burton. If he broke up that pass, we'd be having a field goal attempt right now. But instead, 1st and 10, which I think is honestly better because now Pittsburgh can't kick a field goal just yet to go up 3 possessions, and you still have a shot at a turnover. So maybe giving up a 1st down wasn't the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, if they score a touchdown, then obviously would be. Samuel gets a run all the way out for a gain of about 6. Down on the play, and now it'll be 2nd down and 5. Tackle was by number 48, who is he on my roster? I don't know. I see at 38, that was Israel Malfukiu, which he's probably playing at this stage of the game. 3 minutes to go, handoff goes. Samuel. Crash forward. It'll be 3rd and inches. Maybe a 1st down, depending on where they spot it. They will not give him the first. 3rd and 1. Third and 1. Dobbins. Under center is Dobbs. He'll put a man in motion and another handoff to Samuels, and he's stuffed. So 4th and 1, they'll have the 2-minute warning to think it over. Do you kick the field goal or do you just get the 1st down, then kneel at the clock? Also, if you don't get that 1st down, then the Cowboys do have that slim chance of coming back still. Yeah, it's 4th and 1. But again, the Steelers will have the 2-minute warning to talk stuff over. It does not look like the offense. Oh, and I just read Mike Tomlin's voice. He's saying keep the offense out on the field. I don't blame him, really. I mean, obviously in a regular season game, you kick the field goal, but to go up 3 possessions, but in a preseason game, you can get a little risky. All right, 2-minute warning, 4th and 1. Mike Tomlin's keeping the offense out. 1st down wins you the football game. A tackle would essentially win you the football game, but regardless. But That was Cowboys course on Hard Knocks. You can watch that all preseason long on HBO. I did not catch the first episode. If they filmed it yet, I haven't catched it. More than one? Yeah, 2-minute warning. Here we go. Man in motion. Dobbs picked the handoff. He has no one there. Dobbs is going to try to run, throws across body, and it's incomplete. So Dallas does make a decent defensive stand. I'll give Dallas the ball. They have 1:53 to score 2 touchdowns. All right. So here's DiNucci. Takes a low snap, throws, and a gain of 2. And again, if you're the Cowboys, if you want to try to win the game, you gotta throw more than just 4-yard dump offs to the running back. Let's go, DiNucci. You only threw 100 yards in the game last year. Like, how did you degress this badly? DiNucci fires, caught, and pulling off his jersey, but look at the rumbling. Hey, not a bad catch and run there from Brendan Eagles. First down. All right, so Dallas, all right. A nice first down up to 33 again. Field goal doesn't really help them out, but we'll see. DiNucci will step back. He'll throw, and it's a catch. That's a nice catch. Nice diving play by Brandon Smith. Not lucky enough to get out of bounds, though. Down to a minute. Here's DiNucci. Throwing. Dropped! Oh, what an awful drop by Smith. He had it. I mean, I think it's honestly for the best he dropped it, because obviously if he kept it, then another 7-8 seconds would have ticked off the clock. So at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I mean, it's like, yeah, I'd like to catch it, but this is what it is. Here's DiNucci. Taking the snap. Dropping back, and the sideline catch by Osars Mitchell. Down to 46 seconds as DiNucci gets out of bounds. So right now, Seahawks have about a 99.9% chance of winning this game. In fact, they have since pretty much midway through the third quarter, but that's neither here or there. Seahawks scoring 16 unanswered. Oh, and DiNucci is hammered. Ball's on the ground, and the Steelers look like they got it. No, it is a Cowboy who has it. The Cowboys do not call a timeout either. DiNucci was walloped. What a hit by Abdullah Anderson, number 65, the defensive tackle. Oh, just clobbered DiNucci. 15 seconds left. It's 4th and 19. Game's over anyway. DiNucci will throw, scrambling away, and now he'll run for it. DiNucci, first down, out of bounds at the 37. 4 seconds left. The Steelers win, but they'll have one more chance to score, which I guess is kind of cool. But, yeah, congrats to the Steelers. So here we go. Last play of the game. DiNucci, low snap. Scrambles out. Steps back. Sidearm out of bounds. A very disappointing last play to a very disappointing game. I mean, it was a preseason game. 16-3. That's your average preseason game. Game probably clocks in at like 2 hours and 10 minutes without the commercials. I've never rewatched this game, but I recommend watching it without the commercials. Anyway, I hope you guys. Oh my goodness, look at me go. Hope you guys enjoy the broadcast. Yeah, I'll probably be doing the Field of Dreams game next week because I would imagine that's more entertaining than preseason football. But I will be doing some more next Friday and Saturday if I can. So, I don't know, stay posted. I'll be advertising it on my Instagram. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone saying enjoy the rest of your evening. The Steelers beating the Cowboys 16-3.